One of the best ways to improve your SAT score is to remember that you are taking an SAT. This is not just a normal math test where like the wrong answer is kind of a random number your teacher came up with. No, no, no. These wrong answers were thought about for a reason. They're here to get you in case you make the most common mistakes. And you can see that in this question, right? Either we're going with a smaller number, A and B, or we're going with a bigger number, C and D. And if you know anything about unit conversion, you know that there's some sort of either multiplication or division involved. So if you choose the wrong one, you're gonna get one of these wrong answers and it'll be an answer. So you'll feel really good about yourself, but you won't know that you've completely botched the question. So the best thing to do is if you remember you're taking an SAT, if you remember this problem exists, these trap answers exist, you're going to take that extra second to just write out the work that's going to prove the answer definitively. In cases that involve units, I like to use a proportion. So start with, what are they asking? What is the length in centimeters for these 51 meters? So you can just say, okay, X centimeters match up with 51 meters, right? So use the units to kind of guide you because we're going to create a similar fraction that matches up the units. So in this case, well, they say 1 meter is 100 centimeters. So I kind of have to flip that to match with the way I set it up. I need centimeters to be on the top of both pieces, and then the meters will be on the bottom of both. So I'm using the conversion they gave me to kind of set up this proportion and structure the proportion. Now you can kind of just cross multiply and divide. Luckily, 1 times x is just x, and then 51 times 100 is going to be 5100. So that's 5,100, choice C, and that is the answer. And again, look, themaybe most of you would have gotten this right most of the time just by kind of thinking about it in your head without showing any work on your page. But there's a big difference between most of the time and every time, right? And that every time is what we're looking for on a question like this. So show your work, guarantee the points, because you know that if you think about it wrong, even for a split second, it's going to result in one of those trap answers like A or B, and you'll just never know because they look really good. As soon as you have an idea and it's there, your brain is tricked into thinking you did it right. So don't let the fact that your answer there is there kind of confirm for you that you were right. You may have made a mistake, so show your work so you catch it in a different way as you're doing it.